How's everyone doing? Tonight we're going to watch the greatest horror movie in existence, Slotherhouse. Are you excited?
I'm so excited. I can't wait.
Let us know if you've seen Slotherhouse and what you think of it. And let us
see it.
And let us know what your favorite horror comedy movie of all time is. And leave us those comments down below. But now it's time to check out Slotherhouse. Look at that sloth.
He's so good.
Oh, it's creepy. Your mom's favorite animal, right?
Yeah.
All right, it's time. What do we got for snackos?
Cookies and milk.
Cookies and milk! Here we are. I got my mug, which you might have seen in another video, one of our Halloween haul videos. Pretty dope. I dig the heck out of that. And that was a good price for that one too, right?
Yeah.
And we're going to cookies and milk it up, and time for Slotherhouse. This looks like it's going to be a wild, ridiculous movie, and I'm hoping it will be. I'm hoping it'll be a fun time, ridiculous, cinema absurd horror comedy. And they got a paddle in here too, so, somebody's going to get spanked. All right, it's time to check it out. Slotherhouse, let's go. All right, we just finished Slotherhouse right there. And what did you think about it?
I liked it.
So tell me what you thought about it overall. I know you liked it, but
I thought it was funny. I love the sloth. It was so cute.
The sloth was like the best part of the movie.
It's not horror. It's a comedy. It's listed as a comedy. Anybody that thinks it's actually like scary.
No, it's not scary. It's satirizing the slasher genre, especially, sorority slashers, stuff like that. Obviously, a lot of tropes and cliches there. I guess it could have some social commentary on, social media, right?
Yeah.
And bullying.
Yeah. Things
like that. Poaching, of course, obviously. Because they take the sloth from Panamanian jungle. And, there's a poacher there. And it's all about this girl who's going to be running for president of her sorority. And she thinks having the sloth will help her. Exotic pets and, becoming popular. And it works. Except this sloth is crazy and violent and starts killing people. And I will say one of the things that I think should have been better for this movie is the gore effects. There really wasn't a lot of gore effects. It was, some soft kills off screen. Yeah. But some of the kills were entertaining and funny.
They're fun.
And there's homages to a lot of different, horror movies and thrillers. The Shining one is probably my favorite homage. That was great. Some really funny moments here. But I felt like outside of the sloth scenes, I was kind of like, when is the sloth coming back? Just dragged in a lot of scenes.
Some of the characters are awful. The acting is not good.
Oh my gosh, the Zenny character is one of the worst acting performances I've seen in a long time.
But it's a fun time.
It's decently entertaining. I just feel like it just misses the mark. Again, I like a lot of the, cliches and tropes there, just poking fun. It's like Animal Planet meets Sorority Row. The sloth character is awesome. It's a female sloth. I like when she's wearing the crown at the end. But the puppet for it and the animatronics were excellent. I love that. I just wish there were better kills. Really give you some over-the-top gore. That would have made it even more memorable. I'd love to see a sequel. There is an after-credit scene, so wait for that, although it really wasn't that great. Slotherhouse 2 coming 2024. Return of the Sloth. Right? What do you think?
I would like to see a sequel.
A sequel should definitely happen. I feel like you can make, Slotherhouse 8 and Sloth in Space, Come on.
Yeah.
We've seen
Sloth in the Hood.
Sloth Back to the Hood. So many great ones. Come on. But give us a sequel, because I felt like this one is entertaining, but again, just misses the mark for me. What would you rate it overall, Slotherhouse?
I want to say a 7 because I really like the sloth, but I think I'd give it a 6.5.
I'd
watch it again though.
I'm giving it a 6.5 too, and I probably would watch it again because there are some really entertaining, just ridiculous moments here with the sloth. The sloth drives a car. There's so many. I don't want to give too much away. There are some things that they've shown in the trailers and the marketing and advertising for it. So you see a lot of those scenes, which are great and incredible. But there's a lot more scenes like that in there too. And I wish there were even more. But the sloth is great. It's absolutely hilarious. My thing is, if it had some really over-the-top gore and crazy kills, it would be even better. And I just feel like a lot of the times where it's the drama between the sorority girls, it just drags and it's melodrama and just falls a bit flat. And I'm just waiting for the sloth to come back and do something crazy. So that was like really my biggest issue. And also the Zenny character was just so bad. Her acting was atrocious. It was ridiculously bad. And I feel like in other movies, like a character like that could have really worked, but I feel like it was a detriment here. What'd you think? Who's your favorite character outside of the Sloth? Because you have to say the Sloth.
This is number one.
Alpha is the name of the Sloth.
I don't know. I guess the drunk older lady.
Oh yeah, she was actually pretty good. I liked her too. The house mom, and then I liked the other president too, Brianna. Oh. She was you hate her, but that shows that she's great in the role.
Yeah.
And the lead was good. I feel like pretty much everybody was pretty good in their roles except for the Zenny character. Like that really dragged it down. But obviously, Alpha the Sloth was the best by far. You know what you're getting yourself into with a movie like Slotherhouse. But I feel like it just could have been a little bit more over the top to make it even more entertaining. And that was like my biggest complaint for it was it just didn't have enough of that. Like some of the scenes with the Sloth were really good and entertaining, but the kills just weren't there. I don't know if it just wasn't in the budget. It's PG-13. And again, I think that detracts from this one overall.
Both.
Yeah, for sure. But I feel like you know your own audience. Like it is self-aware. There are some scenes they, joke about in there. So they know what they're doing, but they kind of didn't with that aspect. Don't make it PG-13. Give it a better budget. And I feel like, again, the acting was decent. The animatronics for the Sloth were excellent. But the kills, come on. It's a ridiculous low-budget horror comedy movie with a range of emotions. We laughed. We cried. We got angry. We got invested in the characters. You wanted to see the Emily character win for the president and, beat the Brianna character who was just terrible and awful. You hated the poacher character. You're rooting for the Sloth to kill just everybody. But, how sad were you when the Sloth was put out in the rain and, from the sorority house?
Yeah, it was sad. Just sitting there in the grass, all sad.
Your niece cried actual tears.
Yeah, apparently real tears.
Yeah, for a horror comedy, it's definitely way more comedy. I just wanted it to be a little bit better. I wanted to like it more. I was really excited for this one. I like ridiculously cheesy horror movies. Let us know what your favorite cheesy horror movie is. And let us know if you've seen Slotherhouse and what you think of it. Leave us those comments down below. And hope everybody's doing well. Take care. And keep it spooky. And you said you would watch it again, right?
Yeah.
All right. And let us know what your favorite animal horror movie is outside of like Cujo and Jaws. Those are really like the top two that everybody mentions. And this is, again, it's still a horror comedy, even though it's light on the horror elements. But it's a killer sloth, So it's going to be thrown in there with the killer, animal horror movies now. And even though it's, ridiculous and just so absurd, but it does have some fun moments in there. What's your favorite animal horror movie outside of Jaws and Cujo?
I don't know. I have no idea. Drawing a complete blank. I don't know. There are animal horror movies.
Yeah, there's a ton. What about Slotherhouse?
Slotherhouse.
What about Anaconda would be another fun one that I enjoy.
I've never seen that movie.
You've never seen Anaconda? No. What about Anaconda 2? Anaconda 3? Anaconda 4? Lake Placid? Any kind of Killer Croc movie? Crawl. I know you love Crawl.
Okay. Bleep. Terrible. That's why I don't watch it.
We gotta bleep that out. Just that movie was what?
Oh, it was terrible.
But yeah, Killer Croc movies could fall in that too. But any kind of killer animal movies,
Gremlins?
Does
that count?
Well, no, it doesn't really. Mogwais aren't real. But I will say the coos and the noises of Alpha the Sloth remind me of Gizmo a lot. Howie Mandel.
The Sloth is real cute. I want one.
Howie Mandel making those little noises. Very similar for Gizmo, for sure.
He was a sloth too. No,
He wasn't. No, he was a Mogwai.
National Mac.
The best killer dog movie, Mac the Dog. Arrgh. Good boy. Yes. Good boy. Stretch him out. What did you think of Slotherhouse? Would you like Slotherhouse? All right, good boy. What would you rate it? Actually, wait.
Cut that out.
All right, yeah.